Hi there. I want to talk about something really quickly. When people say a lot of things that folks they see doing in this particular realm, you have some people that like to say it's human nature. I want to say something about the 3D realm. The 3D realm is not human nature. The 3D realm is majority of people are under mind control. Majority of people are automatons. Basically, they're like under the control of other entities in different dimensions. Okay, most people that are in 3D are under the control because they live specifically by their senses. Basically, meaning that they take the 3D realm as an organic physical world, and that's it. They think everything is happening in real time at the moment that they are experiencing it, but really they are being fed something. The brain is like a receiver. They are being fed. If they are not in control themselves, or they're not trying to, if they are not taking any steps to try to control their reality outside of just being in the physical world, like meditation and stuff like that, doing things to really try to change their reality, which a lot of people are doing right now. That's how I can tell this is more of getting into 4D or whatever the correct term is, right? But it was a time like when people weren't doing that and they were basically going more off of what they feel in the physical world, okay? In the so-called physical world, which is really just a more dense a more you're just in a more dense type of vibration. It's just slowed, you know. Um, and so the way we see a lot of people behave is not, and even if they are people, a lot of people aren't really people. This is like a fake world. This is an inorganic type of matrix. So you can't have human nature in an inorganic matrix, because when people are constantly under mind control, the way you see folks acting now, like it don't make sense, especially when it comes to elections and when it comes to other things, when stuff don't pop off right, when things don't pop off and everything is normal and peaceful in the United States of America, people seem to be okay. But when you have the elections, when you have certain events, like for example with Black Lives Matter and other type of events that pop off, you see them acting all kinds of weird and crazy again. So like this is mind controlling. Like I know folks like to call that human nature. It's not for me. If you are not in control of your own mind, it's not human nature. You're doing what somebody else is making you do. You have a lot of people that's under, I know some people don't want to believe in witchcraft, but this whole thing is witchcraft. This is a fake world. Everything is witchcraft in this world. It's all witchcraft. Even if specifically nobody is doing anything to you, specifically, it's all witchcraft. The news is witchcraft. A lot of these stores that we go into is full of witchcraft. That's why I try to stay away from Target and Walmart. I go in there sometimes, but for the most part, I don't like going in there all the time because I know some stores are worse than others, and those stores I feel like use some heavy witchcraft. Okay, but I'll be honest with you. So maybe so does Amazon. A lot of people order from that. You know, but so basically, this is not human nature. You can't. It's too much mind control, because when you have witchcraft, that is still a form of mind control. You have some people that 1 minute things are going great, the next minute it doesn't, because they might have lost a lot of energy. They don't know what happened. All of a sudden they get along with people great. Things are going great the next week or whatever. They seem like the same people just go off on it for no reason. They can't understand what went wrong. This is some kind of manipulation of energy. This is not organic. So there's no human nature in an inorganic matrix. It's no. People should not be able to manipulate your energy. You have to always protect your energy. Okay, you're always in some kind of warfare. And also, this world is basically a mirror. It mirrors back to you what's going on within. So that's not necessarily human nature what we're seeing, because a lot of people that we think are people are not really people. They're not really even real. So this is not human nature. Human nature takes place in a more organic matrix. For me, that's where the human nature takes place. You can say, okay, that's human nature, but all this stuff folks are doing right now, some of the most diabolical things that people do, the folks want to say is human nature. Humans don't. If this is human nature, some of the stuff that we see, if that is human nature, people have no room to talk about reptilians and dogs and whatever else they want to talk about. There's no room because humans have sunk into a all new low, especially in the United States of America. I'm not talking about I know other places are going to be different because they're programmed differently. Some of the places I look at online on YouTube and these travel destinations, and where the people get along great, it's more of a community and things like that. That's because they're not being infiltrated. Those communities get to stay that way because they're not being infiltrated. United States is heavily infiltrated. You can't have that here. The beings that really, really control the United States of America, you cannot have that kind of community oneness and just people helping each other. You can't have that United States of America. You can't have it. There's always going to be some kind of division as long as the United States of America exists in our minds, because that's the only place it exists, in our minds. It's always going to be division. So United States just have to go. It can still be a nice area. I don't know if Target is still going to be here. I don't know if Walmart, those kind of places. I don't know if United States goes. I don't know if those kind of places will still be here. But you have other places that wasn't in bed with like some of the diabolical beings. They weren't in bed with them, and those businesses might still stay around. You know, but the United States can still be here. It's just that it might not be called United States anymore. It needs the United States of America in our minds have to go in order to see a real change. All right, and a lot of entities that's running the world have to go. But like I say, no, in the inorganic matrix, a lot of stuff that's taking place is not human nature. It's a lot of mind control. A lot of entities that we think look like human beings because we looking at the third dimensional view. They might not even be human. They could be entities cloaking themselves as human beings. This is not human nature. This is not human nature. But anyway, I feel like saying that really quickly, and I will talk later.